spreading itself over a wider surface before it explodes, to maximize the transfer of explosive energy to the target. And by spinning the HESH round in flight, you not only make it more accurate, you also increase the surface area that it's able to kind of smear itself over when it hits the target. So if you want to use HESH rounds, you're much better off with a rifled gun. And the British Army really like HESH rounds, because HESH has proved itself to be highly effective, especially against targets like concrete structures. And even against tank armor, while it's not great at penetrating, the shot point from a HESH round called spalling, which is when small fragments detach from the inside of the impacted tank itself and fly around at high velocity, potentially causing serious damage to the vehicle and its occupants. Plus, if you do want to shoot fin stabilized sabot from a rifled gun, you can. They'll just be less effective. Of course, the next evolution of the British main battle tank, the Challenger 3, is from
I never heard of this. If you hear me, don't listening to bloody Twitter or whatever. Right. Start that. Where might that be streaming to? I have no idea. Lord only knows. I know you can probably hear me. Let me go to. I need to rename these. I go to there. Are we live? Maybe are we streaming anywhere? We are streaming on one of them. I have no where we're streaming on that one. Are we streaming there? Are we not streaming there? Oh, there we are. That's okay. Does that only last an hour? I think we are live on both. You can hear us. Could you hear us whilst that wasn't showing? So how's everybody? I'm going to talk really close to the microphone today for some reason. Good evening, Catherine. How are you? Welcome along. So we are supposedly streaming on the YouTube Shorts as well. So hopefully we are. I think we might be. I think we've got one viewer there. I have no idea where things might appear. And I've got another chat window there. I've got a live chat there. We can leave that on, and then we can kind of roughly know. But we're also on... Did we go live on... Oh, we haven't gone to live on Twitch yet. Whoops. I keep forgetting it doesn't automatically go anymore. So we should now... Oh, the bloody keyframing thing. It's not being sent often enough. 4 seconds all that. I set it to 2 seconds. You useless. I don't know. Right, I think we are live on Twitch now as well. I forgot. It used to automatically do it together, and now I've got to press an extra button. Must remember to do these things. 60 seconds at a time. What do you mean by that, Andrew? What do you mean? What do you mean by 60 seconds at a time? Oh, shorts. No, you can live stream to the vertical format. Basically, if somebody's scrolling shorts, then you do get live streams on there. So the desire is to stream to TikTok as well. When I get that set up and going. So yeah. So anyways, this is the new setup. The new stream look at thing. I don't know how well obviously the text worked for there. Yeah, well, anyway. The only thing is I can't really tell who Who and how many people are watching anymore? So I don't know what's going on. How is everybody anyway? It's like streaming. Is the weather too nice to be streaming these days? Should we like just cancel it until like autumn? No, let's not cancel it till autumn. Yeah, see, I can see that now. Now that I've found where I'm meant to be looking. Lobes, I'm good. How are you, sir? I was wondering. I mean, there's a hurricane. Is that why you were streaming earlier? Because I was gonna jump in to your stream, but I was in the middle of something. What was I doing? I think I was streaming on TikTok. That's where I was. And I was like, "Oh, look, this is on." And then by the time I came off there, I needed to make tea. And then by the time I came back, it finished. But I hope you're well, sir. Hope you were avoiding said hurricane. The weather's pants down there. It's lovely here, Andrew. Is it broken? Is there rain now? Down south. Will that stop the rioters? Is the rain going to keep the idiots at home? Let's hope so. Let us hope so. So yeah, I haven't actually got all my setup redone yet. So I've got like for streaming, I've got like 4 scenes. Rain is the enemy of the snowflakes. Yeah. So I haven't got everything sorted. Obviously, we're streaming to vertical as well now. So we'll see how that goes. But I have still got many things to add to stream and make sure things are working, etc., etc. So this is not like the final new look of the stream. This is just temporary until I get everything going again. Because we've got issues that the chat display on there doesn't show both YouTube chats, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, anybody that comes in and is used to like normal horizontal streaming is then we are horizontally streaming, but on a different stream. So I'm pushing the way YouTube does it. It pushes out 2 streams, which is really annoying. You know, if you would just configure it once, and then it would know that it's either horizontal or vertical. So we've got that kind of half configured, which seems to be working, which is good. The more there is, there's more to mess up. You're right there, Blowbase. I haven't got. Right here. Here's the story of today. I got this hard drive enclosure because we have this new system, this new PC, which is all lovely. It's all NVMe and all SSDs inside. There's nothing spinny apart from the fans and the graphics card cooler. So for the spinny hard drives, I bought this external box, which I think will be fine. However, when I got it all set up, I had 4 drives in there. I copied across my, what's it called? The Lightroom catalogs. I copied that across to a new fast NVMe drive. So that's where the catalogs will live. And then it just randomly disconnected from Windows and said, Windows does not recognize the last USB device you plugged in. And I'm like, so no matter what hole I tried in, it is not working. I plug it into my laptop, working fine. So we've got that to fix or sort out. So I haven't got my proper Lightroom catalog sorted out yet, because obviously all the data, all the images are on here, or on a drive in here. So we've got that to sort out in due course. But yes, but yeah, everything seems, well, I'm saying things seem to be power consumption issues. It could be like a sleep state thing, Serge, because if it's not being used, it'll go faulty driver. Yeah, that was, I did have a quick look on the internet to see what it could be, and yeah, could be a faulty driver. It might need a firmware update. So I've emailed the I was going to say the program, the company, and we'll see how that goes. The one you're drinking tea today, a little bit. It's nice. Blood orange smoothie. That's not tea. That's not tea. Stripper names indeed. The external box is a Yotta Master, which I will type into chat. FS, is it FS4 something or something like that? What's your other stripper name? Yes, Lobase, what was your other stripper name? It has a possibility of raid, Surge, but I'm just using it as a bunch of discs. So that's how I'm using it at the moment, or going to use it. Because who wants to spend more money on hard drives? Fair enough, Lobase. Fair enough. So how are you, Lobase? Well, I must admit I haven't seen you for ages because I haven't been staying up late at night. So I haven't caught any of your streams. Are you doing all right? Because did you say you changed jobs recently? I think you said in the Discord you were changing jobs. But yeah, so it's got a load of settings you can change it. I've checked it the way it works. The hard drives work, and the whole thing works when I plugged it into my laptop. So it's all good. Touch wood. It wasn't S's. They're all spinny drives, Surge. Okay. Oh, that's a bugger. That's a bugger. Well, that was only a couple of days ago, wasn't it? Yeah, if things don't work out, there's no point. There's no point pushing through with it. You got to stay clear of it. Got to get out of it. No, if I click, not really matter if the vertical one goes off. Well, it's not set to 8.3 seconds because I set it to 2 seconds. Yeah, whatever. I think I'm moving enough. I've reduced the bloody thing anyway. Unless the settings are different in here. I don't think so. Streaming. Advanced. Oh, there. Oh, I've got to change it in the vertical bit. Oh, well. Cancel. Right. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out for the next time. No worries, Lobis. All right, yeah. I mean, you can. It's probably not free, but there's an actual Stream Deck app for phones. But yeah, there are free ones out there as well that'll do the same thing. I'm not sure, to be honest, Serge, what they are. Most of them are like NAS, Iron Wolf drives. Good evening, Paul. How are you, sir? The hero of the moment. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, I've put the drive somewhere. Yeah, some of them were iron wolf drives. Yeah. Oh, Paul, I don't know if you've only just arrived in the stream, but we have the update. This box thing of drives, I got me Lightroom catalog copied across to the NVMe. And then a little bit later on, I decided to not recognize, Windows decided it couldn't recognize the thing anymore. And now refuses to connect to it, even though it'll connect to my laptop fine. Slightly annoying. Right. So I do tomorrow. I do have some cables and stuff and another. Where is it? I've probably chucked it. Where is it? Under everything. Where's it? Okay, it was in a SATA adapter. Where is it? I'll put it down somewhere. So I've ordered a new one because it wasn't reading anything. My SATA connector, external USB 3 thing. I don't know where I've put it. So I ordered a new one because it wasn't reading anything. It wasn't reading my last main SSD. Wasn't reading any spinny drives, so I've ordered another one. That'll also read IDE drives as well. So my stack of hard drives that I've got lying around, I'll be able to test them if any of them have got anything on or still working. So we might get some real historical stuff coming off them. Macro deck. But yeah, I did see. Did I see a video the other day? No to Grey Shandy. Oh. Yeah, I mean, when you got it plugged in, it's all different letters. So it just acts as some kind of, well, it's an enclosure, but everything's separated out. You can hot swap them in and out and all that as well. So it did that fine. It just randomly said, yeah, we're not recognizing this device anymore. So my main worry was the data on it would book it, but I ran it through the laptop and it was fine. So panic was over. Right. Well, I'm just confused. I don't know. I'm confused. There's little switches on the back that tell you what kind of RAID that you want or what you're doing. Yes, it's JBOD. It doesn't call it JBOD, but that's what it is. That's what it's set as. So yeah, it is working. I mean, it was working fine with the laptop after not working fine with this PC. So I think it'll be a USB driver-y thing. Whether I need to update the firmware on the box or something, I don't know. We'll sort it out in due course. In the meantime, Paul said there's room to put in a spinny disc in the box, so I'll put the main spinny bit disc in the box. I'll run it from there for the time being until I get the other one You found a bit of it with P2 on both sides. Yeah. That's got to be kind of freaky. That's got to be kind of freaky. Right, so let's test this mother out. Yeah, this one's got 12 terabyte. This one, my main drive is 12 terabyte. For my data. I do really need to back it up though, which I would have done had the this been working. I would have plugged in a couple of the other drives. Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to go across, but it's not. The box isn't working at the minute. I was well. That's the other thing is, for some reason, this isn't reading now that it's out of the old machine. Simple little 2 terabyte SSD, which had me like base stuff on it, like Windows and everything on it. I mean, obviously, I ran everything out of the cloud, like OneDrive and Dropbox and whatever, so that's fine. But there's probably other stuff on there as well, which I'm like, oh, bugger. Will that SSD rear on bloody hearts in the way as well? Welcome back, Lobis. I really wish that heart wasn't there on the bloody thing because I can't read the last line. Oh, read. That SSD? No, it wouldn't because the connect. I think it's the old the SATA connector converter thing that I've got. I think that's not the best because it wasn't reading any of the spinny disks either. So I think it might have had its day. So I've ordered another, like I say, I've ordered another SATA thing. Still not arrived yet. Are you being fed in the hotel? Well, actually, that SATA drive, I put it in the drawer. I put it in one of the bays, and it didn't read there either. So I might have buggered it by pulling it out of the old machine. But I think I had everything off there that was important. I think, because like I say, any data or anything like that, I always ran it through the cloud, and I backed up my downloads folder. So, touch wood. Don't think there's anything horrendous missed off there. Be nice to have another 2 terabyte SSD to plumb into there. I've got even more choice. I wonder how much SSDs are these days. When you get a 12 gigabyte, 12 terabyte SSD, and we'll run it off that. I am too. How are you doing? You're working. Are you working at the moment? It's your own memory, a little bit. That's what I was thinking. Paul, how far behind are you? Are you watching on delay or something? I did. I tried every single. Well, obviously the faster ones, the two 3.2s and the 3 one. I did try them. Buying a Leica. Nice. Somebody's won the lottery. Right. So let's test this bugger out. I haven't, like I say, I haven't got my normal catalogue sorted yet. I haven't got any presets installed or available to me. So everything's raw in Lightroom and Photoshop. And the NIK Collection, if it installed properly. I did install it, I activated it, but we haven't got any further than that. And then we'll have a look at some pictures which Archie took on Friday with a client. Yeah, all right, is he? Does he know that a little bit? Monochrome one. Oh, you liked colour stuff. Why do you want a black and white camera? Why restrict yourself? Have you stolen his credit card so you can use it? I must admit, I've never really seen the point in getting a camera that's restricted to one profile, no matter how good it is. You have told them all this, haven't you? Good to see you, Yogi. You just want one, okay. I'll probably want one and then sell it on. I don't know, because there's lots of people around like that. Right, let's see if this works. So if you're watching on vertical, which nobody is, by the way, there'll be a... Has that changed since I did this before? I thought I set the width of this before. Or maybe it was in the develop module. Anyhow, right, so these images were crap, these ones. Apart from... Which one was... That one was alright as a wanna. We've missed 41 frames rendering lag, which is better than about the 13,000 that it would normally be. Wow. Maybe it's the shooting bit. I don't know. Yeah, it was the shoot. Oh, that's why. Yeah, they could be taken in a slightly different context a little bit. You can't say things like that around the UK at the moment. Vertical people can see me at the top, pretty much the middle of the image in the bottom. And then alongside me is the side panel in Lightroom. Yeah, I mean, I was just doing it to see how it works, because supposedly people watch it that way. I don't know. Right, anyways, so we'll skip through all these ones, because they weren't the best. And we will get to these ones, which they look good on the back of the camera. Let's see if they actually are. They better be, because this is all we've got to edit today. Why did that not move along? Why is the buttons different? Ah, there we are. Thought the buttons were wrong. It must have been hanging over something else. Never such a thing, Yogi. Never such a thing. The black thing in the field. This search. That's a cover for the cricket pitch. Because obviously we get a lot of rain, and you don't want the pitch to get too wet. You'll have to explain that one, Paul. Paul, you're about 20 minutes behind. Anyways, so these images we're going to have to make something of, because Otherwise, we got nothing. Where is it? Did they mention cricket in Genesis? Did they? Oh, okay. Ooh, quite like that one. And then I zoomed in, you muppet Andy. Oh yeah, and then the sun briefly came out, and then it was all. It should all have been much easier. Maybe it's not that one. Sure, I did a spinny thing to the left. Sure, it did. Need one to combine it. Nothing wrong with a less sharp camera. Right, that sounds a little bit disturbing, Serge. Right, if I go there, what do we have? Yeah, we got that one. That one, yeah. Maybe.
I'm back, baby.
What? Ah, Libis. I'm thinking, Jen's on holiday. She's the only one that uses that. Did that display on the main screen? I only saw it. It must have done. It must have done. Well, it's Yorkshire for you. Oh my word. Be careful. And two, it basically works, like this technique works on pretty much anything. You've just got to be able to interpret. It's all about interpretation. So that's what I say, like everybody, you just make what you want. It's not a case of anything working. It's like, do you like it? And there we go, at the end. Yeah, no, I don't know, but I'm not sure why it wasn't working, to be honest, Andrew. Did I even install it? Hold on a minute. Botrix chart. Let's copy. We go to there. Paste. Yay. We'll have to scale it down a bit. That do you? Does that help, Andrew? It's because I hadn't set it up, that's why. I told you it was bare bones and I hadn't sorted it all out yet. Just think of the poor buggers on vertical, they can't see anything. Well, there's not much I can do with. It's only a little bit smaller than what it was beforehand. It's one of these, I'll sort it out. Look, we had a long discussion last night when I was testing this out, whether to even bother having text on it anymore. Never M2. Never. You like your own stuff. That's the whole point of it. But it is very freeing. If you're finding to be frustrated by normal photography where you don't like it, it doesn't matter. This stuff, you can put anything out there. It'll no matter. People love it. Right, radiant. Let's sort this out. See what we can make out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I quite like that one. Yeah, I like that soft one. Hmm. 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 Okay, let's go this way. Right, okay, so maybe not that one. Let's go with that one. See how we get on with these. Right, so you can't find it. Well, it's all right. Nobody else can either. We'll just leave it for the time being. Right, okay, so if I go to develop, and if I pick that one. So let's go let's go auto. I haven't got any of my normal presets available, so we can't do one-click fixes. Unfortunately, I haven't even got things in the right order yet. Right, customize develop panel. So at the top, I always have lens corrections and then detail. Basic. Yeah. Save. Okay. No! Relaunch later. You knackers. Solo mode. And then that'll just have the one panel open at a time. Wonderful. Right, lens corrections. Let's do that. Wonderful. It's even picked out the right lens as well. Fantastic. Basic. That's what I'm wanting. Contrast. Let's add a little bit of contrast. Yeah, let's make it lighter. There we go. Lovely. Lights down. Let's get some of that cloud back. Also, we've got the beauty of working on a 100% coverage, color spaced monitor now. Well, 100% SVGA anyway. Without having to configure anything, it's wonderful. And again, down to Paul's generosity. I'm so fortunate to have some wonderful supporters. Nobody's buying us a Leica M8 though. I wouldn't know what to do with it. It wouldn't sit in my hand properly either. Right, here's what's that doing? Oh, this is wonderful. Everybody, we are working in Lightroom. And the skipped frames for encoding lag is 21. Whereas beforehand, it would be like if I moved anything in Lightroom, we'd drop down to like 5 FPS. Oh, I mean, the street stuff with the Leica will be fantastic. That's what they're built for, like, isn't it? That's what they're made for. You lucky, lucky person. Right. Actually, I want to change that. Not that much. Let's go with that. No, that's maybe a little bit too warm. Maybe try that. Is that fine on there? Probably okay. Yes, do it. Quite responsive. It's going like a dream, Serge. It's going like an absolute dream. I just haven't got anything set up on it. I don't think I need anything else. No, it's all dust spotting. Yeah, I forgot about that bit. Go away, I don't need tips. Off. Visual spots. To there, we want that one. That's the one we want, isn't it? Because that's a generative one, yeah, we don't want that. We want a bit of a feather though. More of a feather. Yeah, that's like there. And is it going to be really fast? It's going to be reasonably fast anyway. Doing this. Oh, the frames missed and all that is not even hicking. CPU usage is 0.2%. That's running multiple. Oh, I've got excellent connection on the vertical now. It's running three. It's outputting 3 streams. It's running Lightroom, which is a data hog. I'm doing dust spotting in Lightroom, and it's not even hicking. Fantastic. What CPU is it? It is an AMD 75600, I think. I'm not sure. Ask Paul. He gave us the box of the old one, and that was an AMD 54 something. 54,000 or whatever, yeah. It was big numbers. I'm not really up to date what the AMD stuff means. Because I've always been like an Intel user. Right, synchronize. Remove on. I think that will do. Synchronize them settings. Across there, doing all that. I thought that might have been a little bit faster, but never mind. Never hicked on the FPS. All right, edit in, open there's layers in Photoshop. This'll still take a little while, I'd imagine. Still not going to be instantaneous. There is a little bit of a hick there, but it's not affecting. Oh, yeah, the skipped frames have gone a little bit, but this is like loading in 5 images per thing, put like into Photoshop, which is very memory intensive or whatever. But yeah, I mean, this was basically beforehand. This was like cripple stream. So we did get down to 3 FPS there. But that's still frames missed. Like it's done it now, and frames missed is still only 400, which is nothing compared to what it used to be. Absolutely nothing. Right, so let's blend these together. Again, I haven't got any of my usual stuff available to me to make this easier, so the GPU is a 3050 GeForce NVIDIA thing. It's like one below the one I had. So I'm in due course I may swap them over. We shall see though. But at the minute, this is flying. And I think Paul had it all set up nicely so it did fly. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Right, I did make these quite light, so I'm thinking multiply might be the best way to run this. So I'm going to multiply. Look at that, it's beautifully exposed already. Did the dust did the dust spotting not carry over? If I go to sync there. Masking. Added remove, so that should do it. Corrections. Nothing there that. Oh, is there? Anywho. Bloody frosty tools again. Right, so turn off auto select because that's just going to make me fly into a rage. Right, if I start building this image up, the move tool, let's get this aligned. Oh, that one, yeah, I like that layer. Look at that layer, it's lovely. This one might have too much detail. Might. That's there, that's there, that's there. Okay, so thinking we want it quite soft. Having that one in there is not too bad. Which is the detailed one? So that's the layer I really like. Right, okay. I think I think I know where we're going with this. Just about. So I'm not going to use this layer because it's too strong on the left. I'm liking this more movement here in this area. So I'm going to leave that there, and that's suddenly gone to excellent. Just talking about the other stream. And if what am I going to do here? I want to reduce the strength, not that of that one. I want to maybe it's not as much as that. We could, but that takes away some of the softness. Takes away a lot of the detail there. Right, okay, so if is it this layer? No, it's this layer I need to kind of ease back on. So to make a mask on this and a gradient, and let's not go that way. And let's not make it so bloody strong either. We want a... God, man. Foreground and background. So this is the problem of not having everything set up. So if I make the background a bit more grey, so it's not as strong, to there, and actually delete the layer mask for the moment. Make a layer mask. We have the gradient. And it's still, why the give me this. That's the one I want. That's what I wanted. Why did you not give me it? Straight away. Well, that point around about here just takes the strength off there a little bit, which is good. Grand. So here we want an adjustments layer. Curves adjustment. Let's boost the line a bit. Yeah, the old computer's not dead. But to be honest, it's nice to start a fresh Surge as well. Because we do I must admit, I kind of rely on everything a bit too much. Obviously, I'm not going to like not do without my presets for Analog FX Pro. I'm always going to have that. They're all, I mean, I haven't installed them yet, but they are on the system, ready to be added. So if I go, what do we need to do? Do we need some color? Some red. Like that a little bit, actually. Let's forget about this. Let's leave it just like that. Let's go to yellow or rather blue. Oh no. See that about there. And crop this out. I'm just going to crop this. Don't need tools, thank you. Using Photoshop for 20 odd bloody years. I want prompt, I will ask for it. Right, okay, so that's the starting point. Let's make a stamp layer. Hopefully I haven't got any keystrokes which I need to reset. Where's me lasso? Just in case it has some effect later on. Take that out using the generative fill stuff. Check that. Check that. Let's run that. Yeah. Sorry, just exploring stream. So that, all that, it doesn't really matter, does it? We're all fairly similar. Okay, great. All right, so that's that. Let us now, we have the NIK Collection panel here. Just floating just out of range, so I'll click that. What do you mean not currently available? It's installed, you useless. No. Filter. Has the install gone wrong? Right, now is it available? Now it works. What? You never. Maybe it's because of the generative fill there. Yeah, I might do search. We'll have a think about it. It's early days. It's early days. We're gonna make some money first, yeah. But no, I mean, the 3050 still decent. These lovely little presets from here. No. Take off frames. Take off the scrubby stuff. It actually looks a bit flat. Right, anyways, because we haven't got any presets, which so I need to make some more. So let us make a does it? That's weird. All right. Anyways, right, cameras. I need to camera kit. That's what I want. It's all different. Dirt and scratches do not need that. Film type frames don't need that. Lens venue thingy and curves. Double exposure we need. was thinking, what else do we usually use? Double exposures are the main one, Andy. You knacker. Film type, did I have that? Yes, I did. Right, film type. We can change that to warm straight away. So I'm not using any of my presets because I don't have any of them accessible yet. Basic adjustments we want, yes. So we will, so this is like starting from scratch, which is cool. Okie dokie, right, brightness, let's work. It was a nice day. Let's have that minus 15, 16, something like that. Bit of detail extraction, just a little bit. Double exposure, reduce the zoom strength from there. Obviously we have the thing to turn her upside down. No research, no worries. Turn her upside down. Don't kid yourself, Andrew. This is just like rewinding about 8 years. This image. I think the same split, same place. I'm going to move you out of the way so I'm not clicking on you. Oh, you all end up looking the bloody same anyway. Tea's worn out. We could just chop that off by there. Is that full width it is? Right, exposure, we can drop that a bit. Can go back to this. You can balance it off a bit. Like so. If we boost that. This is going to be a very basic image. Right, lens vignette. Is that even on? It is. Right, we bring this in. But also, guys, have you noticed? We can see all the sliders, and I can see them, and I don't need to like put a magnifying glass on to be able to read them. Oh, sorry. If it's not red, it's dead. The only thing is, when I haven't got my presets, everything's turning to a muddy colour. Right, let's change some of this. There we go. Let's drop the old S curve in. That always deepens it. Like that. Change the hue later. Yeah. Don't need to add yellow in, that's for certain. And let's turn the arrows again. Sort that out. Well, that's weird. Should be able to put adverts on there. Oh no, I had ads auto added to that, didn't I? No, well, anyways. No. Yeah, let's bring that down a bit. Just about there. Right, exposure balance on here. Starting point, that point. I don't think we're going to get anything too different on the whole composition side of things because it's quite random. It's intersecting here. Without maybe going a bit on the softness front. So the other colours. Actually, that one's alright. Subtle. Warm's usually the one. Think about that. I turn off the lens vignette. What's that like? God. Let's turn that back on and move it. Let's make that a rectangle. Let's not make it quite so dark. Okay. Right, if I have, I'm gonna go very square. I'm gonna probably go square crop here. So I think I'm gonna switch to color effects and use the ND grad in that. Pull in the sky a bit darker, because with the NIK Collection 7 you can switch to other modules. So we're going to do that. Let's go switch to color effects. I think that creates a new layer. I think. It does. And of course that's not on the screen anymore. This position so you can see what's going on. Put that there, like so. So with color effects, which I don't use it enough. I should really use it more. I'm looking through these basic presets. Yeah, there's a few out of the box adjustments. Could be useful on another day. But all we want really are filters. And an ND filter, where's that? Graduated filters, there we are. Right, I didn't want all that. I want it all off. Turn it all off. The other thing is, like, I don't turn off that, turn off that, turn off that. I only want the graduated filter. No, I want a natural group. The terminology here. Grad filter. Graduated filters. Graduated natural density. That's what I want. That's the one I wanted. Good Lord. Right, so of course they didn't give you a bloody line of where it is. So you've got to do it by sight, which is annoying. Not quite like that. I don't need to go as deep on that. And then the vertical shift, you've got to kind of gauge it. Like so. Obviously there's a lot of masking options which you could use to not do all of that. But it'd be great if you could actually just draw a line across the screen. Be way better. And there's sliders and opacity, and you can use masking and all that kind of good stuff. All that good stuff. Right, okay, so is my voice getting deeper and deeper and deeper and gravelier? I've been talking too much since I started streaming on TikTok. Right, that's fine. I think this is a bit of a warm look. This is nothing's going to be good out of this. Right, let's apply that. Head back into Photoshop. So now it's actually given me the two versions. Can we blend these together, see what it does? See if we get something weird and wonderful. Difference and explanation, yeah. You can see all it's been as an ND filler. Well, I was going to invert that, wasn't it? Shift I, Control I, Control I. And if I blend this, what's it do? Okay, do I subtract exclusion difference? That's good. Exclusion. And then let's go hue and saturation. Let's push the boundaries of decency. Right, okay, so if I now move tool. How does that interact? How is that interacting with that? Nothing really exciting, is it? If we do something like that, let's rotate out of here. Andrew might end up being red. If you guys are still out there. Or very quiet. The line across there. There's lines. Put that there. Okay, so that is there. So another adjustment layer, curves layer. And let's go It's almost like a bright sunny day. Alright, let's zoom back in. Okay, what can we do here? Blue. Yellow. And let's add a bit of red. There is no red to do anything with. Okay. I thought it might have adjusted the entire image. I'm taking that yellow down there. That green, sorry, down the way. Yeah, there's just obviously no red to do anything with it. Get you back to there. I'll put it that way, just to give it a little bit more structure. Okay, and if what do I do with it now? Right, I'm going to crop it because there's a lot of extra information surrounding it. Yes, you see all that extra. I'm going to crop all that off so we reduce it down to size a bit. Document size 2.44 gig. Right, so now that we're... I didn't flatten out the ISO noise, did I? Damn it. Right, and if we go to Analog Effects Pro, where are we going to end up with this? Did I press the right one? Yes, I did. Double exposure, film type, lens vignette, level curves. Is that my usual 5? Yes, I think it is. Right, so turn that off. Turn it on. Sorry, turn it on. Reset it. It is reset. Okay. Then turn that off. Turn that off for the moment. Turn that off for the moment. Turn that off for the moment. Right, double exposure. And we don't want any rotation. And this is probably not going to go anywhere. Now that we are in here, I don't think anyway. That fucking goofy out of the way. A little bit of exposure button. So DL extract, if I turn that on, it's a little hint. Drop the cotton out. I'm going to say drop the contrast a little bit. We've just got the little outlines. This is going so far just for a little bit of tweak. I'm going to do that, scale that around. Like so. Saturation. Okay, so film type, do we need any film type changes? I don't think so, to be honest. Quite happy with that. Lens vignette. Like that. Something like that. I don't know. Level and curves. Do we need much? Changing the color as soon as you move that. So you gotta be very careful. go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I think it's going to be a little bit blotchy, but it's unlikely to ever be printed. So, okay. So it hasn't ended up red. It has ended up yellow, kind of. So we can just about make out the castle still. Yeah, right. So because it's like not that important, I'm going to just delete these layers. My temperature or the temperature of here? My temperature because it's yellow and not red. It's a warm colour. It's a warm colour, so it does fit the remit. Red isn't everything, Andrew. I know it's at the bottom of the screen, but right. So if I'll just save file. Save. I'll probably never see this image again once I get the stuff sorted out. Right, Lightroom. Here we are. We are in Lightroom again. So let's give that 3 stars, even though I'll probably see it again. Where's the castle? It is right here, Serge. Look at it. Look at it. It's right there. It's exactly the same castle. That's the problem. You don't leave. Never leave. Don't blink. Don't go and do another job and then come back, because it'll be all different. Right, so create a virtual copy. Let's make a 5x4 because I think that might work quite nice. Do we need a little bit of boost crop vignetting just to balance it a little bit? This little bright corner here. Right, let's make another one and let's go for a square. This one, do we want something like that? Something like that. Right, so there we are. First image on the new machine. Turned out all right. Excuse me. I thought before I changed it, it looked like that, didn't it? That's just like normal. That's just normal me. So yeah, I think we made something a little bit better by going a little bit different. But I maybe prefer this crop. I think I prefer this one. So right, if I come back out to that screen, that is us. I'm going to change the. Now it's getting darker. I go to there. That's a bit more balanced. It's not quite so dark. Right. What's that? Ooh. There be our final finished image. I think it looks all right. Something a bit different, nice and bright, nice and sunny-ish kind of thing. Came out all right considering, seeing as I didn't have half my tools that I usually have. So quite happy with that. So we'll see how things progress in the coming days and weeks. On how it comes away from there. Ghost Castle shot, indeed, Serge. So yeah, I think that'll do for tonight. Seeing it is nearly 9 o'clock. So thank you very much for everybody for hanging out. Everybody that was quiet in chat. Good to see you all. And well, good to see the ones that were in chat. Good to see everybody. Good to see some numbers behind that. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Like not having my presets to fall back onto every single time. But yeah, it's just good to go back to the basics and not over rely on things. So that's a good thing. But yeah, still getting to grip. And obviously, there's still a bit of work to do on the PC to get all the other various tools and the streaming stuff kind of configured a bit better. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there pretty soon after, I think. So we'll get that main hard drive sorted out. We were Serge. That's all right though. It is to be honest, it's the middle of summer. So anybody turning up is doing bloody well. I've always think setting up phones and PC. Yeah, I know. Such a bind. But hey, if we weren't setting them up, we wouldn't have them. We wouldn't be getting new things, new fancy things, new toys to play with. If we just continued work on the old one, and they would eventually fall over and die. So it is good something to do. You're going on holiday for 3 weeks. Very nice, Serge. Very nice. Are you going soon? But yeah, I mean, streaming in the summer. I mean, I like people that I watch a lot of on Twitch or whatever. Like not photographer streamers, but other streamers that usually have 1,000 people in. I've been in seen their streams recently. There's been 400. I think it's a summer thing where people are they're outside. They're outside making the most of the weather. What is that? What's that blood? I'm bleeding. But yeah, it's people are busy. They're on holidays or they're working more or whatever. So summer's always a quieter time for streams. So I'm always thankful for any of you that show up. Because I'm going to be streaming a hell of a lot more coming up. Not necessarily on YouTube, but I am going to be streaming a hell of a lot more coming up. Right, well, is right, yeah. Wait for the weather to change, Andrew. It'll calm down. If it hasn't calmed down by winter, it soon will when the weather changes. Steel and sausage roll. Well, it is a Greg's. Greg's sausage rolls aren't great. But no, it's shocking behaviour. But yes, we will be streaming more. I need to set up more stream stuff. We will be streaming more and more regularly. Obviously more games. And we'll be on TikTok and that kind of thing. So just be watchful. That bloody heart. So annoying. Still prefer to sell them. Yeah. Next time. Right, everybody. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, leave the stream a like. If you're on YouTube, obviously. Much appreciate you hanging out with me this evening, giving the computer a good testing. So I think it's passed with flying colours. for what it had to do. So yeah, and it's flown by. I mean, the current missed frames due to rendering lag 427 out of 512,000. So I think it's done a bloody good job. So again, thank you to Paul for sorting it all out and his generosity. Because if it wasn't for him, I'd be skint or crying because they can't handle streaming. The thing is, the old one used to be would handle streaming without much of an issue, but they keep on updating software, and it breaks things. Well, it doesn't break things; it just slows everything. It's slower. So, but now that we have that, we can get back to work. We can get back to making vlogs again. If I ever leave the house, we can stream a hell of a lot more. Onwards and upwards. So I just need to get these hard drive things sorted out, and then we're running. We'll be off and running. So that's good. Right. I'm waffling enough. It isn't Thursday yet, so Adobe Coders Pants, yeah. Well, I've only installed Lightroom, Photoshop, and InDesign so far. The rest aren't getting installed. And InDesign I only got installed because I need to final configuration of the zine before I send that off. That's the only reason I've installed that. So we'll be progressing away from Adobe by the end of November, apart from Photoshop and Lightroom, obviously. Right, thank you all very, very much. I'm waffling. We may well have a Wednesday waffle for the Patreon people tomorrow. We shall see. But yeah, getting the that's one of my main jobs for the rest of the week is get the zine ordered, and then once that's here, get them in the packets, get them dispatched. That's going to be a long, boring day, sorting out all the postage printing and everything. It's going to be mind-numbing because I'm hopeless at that kind of stuff. But anyways, I am very grateful to anybody that has bought one. And if you haven't already, and if you're still watching, because there's only a few of you left now because we're finishing, there is a link for the zine below if you're watching on YouTube. Right, guys, thank you so much, wherever you've been watching from, whether it's been YouTube, Twitch, or YouTube Vertical. Thank you very much, and we will see you soon. So till the next one, keep it hard. See yous. And we also have a new outro tune as well. And I need to add everybody's Red Knight names on there. Thanks. But I haven't done that yet. Because I'm hopeless. Well, thank you again. Good night. Is it? Shows you how much I'll watch his stuff anymore. What tune is it? What tune did I make? Is it? Alright. Oh well, fair enough. He has good taste. Right, catch us later.